Good day, you lot. Let's talk about a place that punches well above its weight, a veritable David amongst Goliaths, Singapore. This island nation, barely bigger than the Isle of Wight, boasts one of the highest per capita GDPs in the world, surpassing many G7 nations. How did this tiny red dot on the map become such an economic powerhouse? Well, that's a story full of clever decisions, a bit of luck, and a relentless drive to succeed. Now, some might say, but it's easy for a small country. Poppycock, I say. Size isn't everything. Just ask a flea on a very large dog. Singapore's story is one of turning limitations into advantages. And that, my friends, is a lesson worth learning. Singapore's story begins in a rather different century, the 19th, as a humble trading post under the British Empire. Its location at the heart of Southeast Asia, smack dab on the Strait of Malacca, proved rather fortuitous. Like a busy crossroads, ships laden with spices, silks, and all sorts of exotic goods passed through, turning Singapore into a bustling hub. Independence in 1965 could have been a vulnerable time for a young nation with limited resources. Instead, it became a springboard. Led by the visionary Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore embraced its role as a global connector. Investing heavily in infrastructure, education, and a business-friendly environment, it transformed itself into a magnet for foreign investment and a gateway to Asia. Now, some might say that economic success is all about policies and numbers. Balderdash! It's about people, really. And Singapore made some rather shrewd moves in that department. One of the key ingredients in Singapore's success recipe has been its laser focus on good governance. We're talking about a system that's transparent, efficient, and remarkably free of corruption. They've cracked down on corruption with the zeal of a terrier after a rat, implemented a meritocratic system that rewards talent and hard work, and fostered a culture of law and order that would make a Swiss watchmaker proud. This, my friends, has created a stable and predictable environment where businesses thrive and investors feel confident. Section 4, Open for Business, prepared for anything, economic strategies that worked. Now let's talk shop, shall we? Singapore adopted a rather pragmatic approach to economics, a sort of best-of-all-worlds strategy. They welcomed free trade and foreign investment with open arms, becoming a global hub for finance, manufacturing, and technology. But they weren't afraid to intervene strategically, investing in key industries, nurturing local talent, and ensuring that the benefits of growth were shared amongst the population. They also understood that in this fast-changing world, one can't afford to rest on one's laurels. So they constantly reinvented themselves, embracing innovation, investing in research and development, and positioning themselves at the forefront of emerging industries like biotechnology and renewable energy. Section 5, Lessons from the Lion City. Can Singapore's success be replicated? So can other countries simply copy and paste Singapore's success story? Alas, my dear viewers, the world isn't that simple. Every nation has its unique set of circumstances, challenges, and opportunities. But there are certainly valuable lessons to be gleaned from Singapore's experience. The importance of good governance, strategic planning, investing in education and human capital, embracing globalization whilst maintaining a degree of self-reliance. These are principles that transcend borders and can guide any nation aspiring to achieve sustainable prosperity. Section 6, Beyond the Balance Sheet, the Intangible Factors. Of course, Singapore's story isn't just about numbers and policies, it's also about the people, their resilience, their work ethic, and their willingness to embrace change. It's about creating a society that values education, meritocracy, and social harmony. It's about recognizing that true prosperity is not just about economic indicators, but also about the well-being of its citizens, the quality of life, and the opportunities available to all. And that, my friends, is a lesson worth pondering for any nation, big or small.